IVM.
Close your eyes for a moment and imagine. What would you be doing today had it not been for your day-to-day responsibilities of meeting work deadlines and making sure your family is financially secured? Would you have been a footballer, kicking the ball around on those grassy grounds? Or would you have been an artist, sitting near a window overlooking the hills as you paint away? Maybe you crave to be a photographer. But here you are, framing a picture of the life you wish you had. But this can still be a reality. करो पूरे अपने इरादे, अपनों से किए सभी वादे. SBI Life अपने लिए, अपनों के लिए. To know more about our insurance plans with wealth creation, log on to www.sbilife.co.in. IRDAI registration number 111.
All right, hello, welcome to Football Twaddle. My name is Saru and I have my dear friend Yash with me. Yash, what's up?
Hey man, all good.
All good. Is that what you're saying? The world has changed since we recorded the last week. It's
Yeah.
exactly a week since we recorded.
Yeah, so I want to mark myself as safe.
You're marking yourself as safe. Did General VK Singh escort you back safely to India?
No, dude. So I was, unlike students who are pursuing medical, I have no inclination of becoming a doctor or whatever.
So
Yeah.
Yash, 1 week has happened. Now let's start with the most important thing. The World Taekwondo Association has stripped Vladimir Putin of his black belt.
Oh,
Why is he not backing down still?
God, have they demoted him to like a purple belt or something?
No. Actually, they didn't say. They just stripped him of a black belt. So is that a demotion or is it like now he doesn't know Taekwondo? What is it?
He just does not hold that official position anymore, I guess.
Oh, so this is like how I learned the flute and refused to give exams because I said I'm a purist. I don't do it for the exams.
So I am sure Putin will set up a rival Taekwondo association and give himself like a double black belt or something.
Like really black belt.
Mhm.
Is that racist? I don't think so, no?
No, it's not.
Okay, so what's happening? Now Russia's Gazprom has been kicked off and everyone's refusing to play with Russia. The Russian clubs are kicked off from Europa and Conference League. Like it looks like Roman Abramovich is now forced to sell Chelsea.
I mean, I find it quite weird that why should if they're going to sanction him, he can walk away with like $3 billion dollars or pounds or whatever right now. If the sale goes through, right? What is the point of forcing him to sell the club?
No, he is not. They're not forcing him to sell.
Okay.
What I mean is that these prevailing conditions, are
Right.
forced him to probably expedite the sale of the club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but things are moving really fast. I mean, if we go by all the news that is coming out, I mean, there are prospective buyers. There's apparently a group in America which is going to oversee the sale or whatever.
Yes, but before all that,
Mhm.
is this the price a country has to pay when you attack another white country?
Good God. Yeah, I mean, this is way too much geopolitics for me to sort of analyze.
No, you don't have to analyze the geopolitics of it.
Mhm.
We've seen wars, right?
Yeah, but the price is, I don't know why would Putin care? I mean, I think Russia has been kicked off the SWIFT system, and there are other repercussions which are way more dire than being kicked out of football tournaments. So
I know, I'm not saying Putin should care, but as a general follower of football, this
Mhm.
seems like, as much as you would like to say sports and politics shouldn't mix, right? Clearly,
the only thing here is that it's a European tournament, the Europa League and this Conference League. So if the clubs draw a club from a country which is involved in a war, there is like the obvious danger of there's the obvious danger to the lives of the traveling contingent or the club, etc. So that is one reason why you could
yeah, but
argue.
play in Dubai. Like Pakistani cricket team for the last 15 years, they've been playing in Dubai. So just play in Dubai.
Oh God.
Or play in Saudi. Oh God.
Yeah.
So okay. Before that, let's talk about Roman Abramovich. Clearly, he thinks that selling is a good idea.
Mhm.
And he's not on any sanctions list as of now from Britain.
Mhm.
Right. So if he sells the club to some 86-year-old Swiss billionaire, like that guy will die before the deal closure. Like, can't they find younger owners? Or is this what you get when you're trying to like do fire
No,
sale?
but so many wild speculations are flying around. There's some American who owns the Dodgers, I think.
Yeah, LA Dodgers.
Then there's Conor McGregor in the last thing is.
No, that's okay.
That's fake news, probably.
That's like you and me chatting on WhatsApp.
Yeah, but I mean, this will take a lot of time. I think Roman will have to see out this season.
Yeah, and he's also an Israeli citizen, so he can always play that card, right?
Yeah, but has he been allowed since the previous sanction or whatever?
No.
No, right? I mean, I guess it's more about him being tired of all these restrictions and.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the last time he saw Chelsea live was in Abu Dhabi at the Club World Cup.
That was just now, right?
Yeah. So look, hear this. So Roman Abramovich says, "Oh God, the sanctions are like too much and stuff." So he says that the Chelsea Supporters Trust is going to manage the club for some time or whatever, right? Then them two oldies from Chelsea Supporters Trust, like they're like standing up there, like we are going to resign. We've not been informed. Why should we manage a Russian only? I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, what's your problem? Just manage the damn thing.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they were refusing to be like just rubber stamps because I'm sure he has appointed enough employees who will take care of it rather than these supporters club people.
Yeah, and
people.
Then there was also momentous news that finally Manchester United refused and terminated a contract with Aeroflot. Like, oh my God, it takes a war for United to not accept any money.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? I think United have some Hajar sponsors.
Yes, now they'll be supported by Tata Air India.
Or someone else.
Yeah. So amid all this, there was a League Cup final, the Mickey Mouse Cup, which went into like, if you remember the Manchester United Europa League penalty thing. So it went on and on and on. Like Liverpool scored like some really good penalties. Chelsea's like penalties, some could have been saved. The Liverpool keeper, who was that guy?
Gallagher. What's the? I forgot the name.
So whatever. So finally, it took Kepa to do a rugby penalty instead of a football penalty. Do you feel bad for Kepa?
No, because what is his deal, man? Why was he play? Why wasn't he in the penalty shootout? I don't understand. I mean, there are all these rumors flying that he's supposed to be wicked in saving penalties in training. But I mean, as we saw a couple of years ago, or whatever, what was it, 3 years ago, when that whole fiasco with Saru had that happened, that and Mendy is one of the world's best keepers, right? So why is this thing happening?
You can't say thing about, because even when the Saru penalty happened, Kepa almost saved 2 of City's penalties. But in that same year, in the Europa League, they played a German team. I think RB Leipzig, if I'm not wrong, and that game went into penalties, and Kepa saved Chelsea, and they went on to win the Europa League. So maybe there is some truth to that. He is decent at penalties.
Okay. Well, fair enough. But
like, come on, man. If it ends at 11-10, you know that it's not really.
Fair enough. But I guess there are other talking points in the match, right? Like the refereeing and VAR and blah.
I thought there was only one talking point, which is Sadio Mane kicking. Whose balls did he kick?
Chalobah.
Yeah, like Chalobah's like the groin area, and it was not even referred to VAR. So let's talk about VAR. Why do you think that was not even referred to VAR? Like some fellow should have said, no, hey, maybe something should be done about this.
Yeah, I mean, here we are, another weekend where we're talking about VAR.
No, we haven't spoken. We have consciously not spoken about VAR, thinking it.
Yeah, okay. Let's say the world is talking about VAR. I don't know what's happening. It's just maybe there is some parameters like these many seconds before if the ball is in play or something.
No. You can stop it. You can bring it back.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ball being there for Sadio Mane to attempt. Maybe there is some threshold there that, if it was this close or these many seconds or milliseconds before the impact happened, the ball was there to be won. We don't refer it because we don't want people to stop tackling or going for the ball. I don't know.
Okay, we'll get back to Liverpool, but since we are talking about VAR, Manchester City, how do they do it?
God knows. I mean, but look at this, man. I mean, whatever that refereeing organization, Pojmal or whatever it's called, they actually came out and apologized to Frank Lampard. I mean, this is the nepotism of the highest order, I think. I mean, just because it's Frank Lampard, you apologize him for, your wrong decisions. You're not apologized to anyone before.
Yeah, even my man Jose did not get apology. He got sanctions.
Yeah, and God damn it. I mean, it was okay. Like, there were some City fans arguing about, whose hand did it hit?
Rodrigo, no?
Rodri, like
Rodri.
supposed to have hit him above the sleeve, and the sleeve.
No, he did not.
Whatever. I mean, it was a lot less blatant than a lot of handballs that we have seen in the past.
So we didn't have VAR in the past.
No, even after VAR started. So
that's the justification for this.
That's the justification. That's the only justification. But yeah, I mean, I really don't care. I'm happy about that result because I mean, Everton is whatever, blah. I don't like Frank, and I want City to win the title. So it's better if they win by cheating like this because this will, spoil their title.
No, it won't. Even it won't. What? Why do you choose Everton over Liverpool? Not Everton, Manchester City over Liverpool.
Just because if Liverpool win this season, they will, be the joint highest title. They'll have whatever that historical joint highest number of title wins in the country.
They are not joint highest yet?
No.
Oh.
They are at 19.
So United is at?
20.
Oh, so okay, fine. I get it. Okay, so is Liverpool going to win the quadruple? Yes.
No, they're not going to win the league for sure.
Dude, it's only 3 points.
I don't know. This is so weird, man. This round of 16 of the Champions League, you play once and then you wait for 3 weeks to play the second.
Why?
I don't understand this. But once this is over, there's going to be a fixture congestion for all teams, and this is when the Guardiola will bring his Cole Palmer and Fernandinho out of the cold storage and win matches when this guy Klopp will have Salah and Mane playing 4 games in a week and shit like that, and they'll obviously.
Talking about fixture congestion, there is one team which will not have a fixture congestion at all, which is Tottenham Hotspur. They lost to Middlesbrough.
Yeah, but I don't blame them, man. Middlesbrough has had 2 big scalps in the FA Cup. So.
Did you see that tweet? Who next?
Yeah, I mean, they totally deserve that kind of flex. This is, I mean, to beat Conte also now, whatever you may say about that Spurs team.
It seems easy to beat Conte. 4 out of 5 last
season. And plus...
Other than Pep, everyone knows how to beat Conte.
Man, that's bad. And I mean, who else? I mean, there's Crystal Palace left in the competition for them. There's a West Ham Southampton game tonight. So non top 4, there are other 2 teams that they can play. So maybe there's a semi-final trip to Wembley on cards for the Middlesbrough.
Okay. All right. Newcastle. Our boys beat Brentford 2-0 after a well-deserved red card for a Brentford player. Newcastle.
Thank God that was not a problem and it was a relatively easy ride for us this weekend.
Yeah, it was quite easy. Joe Willock also scored.
Yeah, finally he scored such a wonderful goal. Willock is getting back to his last season's goal scoring form, and there was a wonderful header by Joe Linton as well to open the scoring.
Joe
Linton. A brilliant cross by Fraser. Fraser's running around.
That is one thing, Ryan Fraser. If you look at him over the last 1 month, he's like this unsung, because even on this podcast we've spoken about Joe Linton, Shelby, Willock, and all of them, right? But Ryan Fraser is doing it week in and week out, and obviously the results show Newcastle are now 14th on the table.
Man, amazing. I feel so safe now.
No, you shouldn't yet.
with the two results that Burnley have had, with the draw on the weekend and last night they lost against Leicester. So, all those games that they had avoided during the Omicron break, they have sort of caught up.
Oh, yes. Now that you mentioned, so Newcastle are 25 games with 25 points, and Burnley are 25 with 21 points, and Brentford are 27 to 24. Yeah, I mean, now that you put it that way, we are kind of, safe. Oh, who, if you look at the Premier League form table, Yash, Liverpool is at number 1. And you know who's at number 2? Newcastle.
Yes.
So, are you a Eddie believer now?
Yeah, man. We need a better term for that now. What would be a good term for an
We can't
Eddie
use
Blair?
Eddie. We need to use the word how. The Housters.
Houster. No, man. Havians.
Havels.
Havians.
The Havians. Yes.
Yeah.
No, like, dude, I mean, even this was created. Mourinho's fans like me are called Mourinistas, right? So, this bloody
Edinista.
English fellows, they just can't even come up with anything cool. So, Yash, did you watch any other game on the weekend?
So I watched Manchester United versus Watford.
Oh, yeah. But I saw an analysis which said that this Manchester United draw against Watford is not Rangnick's fault. I didn't read it. I didn't hear it. So I don't know. I just read the headline. So if someone is trying to say this, what would you make of it?
I mean, it's right. Clearly, Watford did not threaten United. So United were pretty safe at the back. A number of chances were created, and I mean,
even your energy levels have gone down.
Because it was such a bad game, and it just seemed like that after a couple of easy tap-ins that were missed, that it just seemed there was bad juju around the game. Like someone had cursed United that they are not going to score. There was a shot of Bruno that hit Ronaldo, did not go in. Ronaldo had hit a ball which hit Anthony Elanga and did not go in. So that game was just, it was the opposite of how Ole games used to be, where United used to play terrible, but still, if they would concede one, they would end up scoring 2 goals in like 10 minutes of a decent play. So United were dominant against Watford, but they just did not score. So this is pretty much the opposite of what United fans are used to for the last 3-4 years.
Man, I saw a game like that on Sunday night while I was watching this Carabao Cup final. Okay. So I saw Spezia versus Roma. Roma had like 31 shots on goal, and like finally what happened was like literally on the last kick, Zaniolo tried scoring with a header. The ball hit the post. Then in the rebound, the ball hit the post. And it didn't go in only. But then they found out on VAR that this fellow's one Spezia players like kicked Zaniolo on the nose and he had a broken nose. So it was given a penalty and Tammy scored in like the 98th minute. So
at least there was a penalty there. Here, this game, United had like a 2.53 XG. So they should have scored 3 goals.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that game. So the game I was talking about, Roma had 4.8 XG and Spezia had 0.3. Anyway, such things happen. Such is life. But I think United's performances are improving under Rangnick, right?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that we still have to see how Arsenal perform, because just a couple of days ago I found out that since the new year, so basically in 2022, Arsenal have only played 4 Premier League games.
That's it?
Yeah, so it could be 5, but yeah, that's it. Like their games, so many of their games in Jan got cancelled, and so they've only played in total. Arsenal have only played 24 games, where Manchester United played 27. West Ham have played 27. So they're far behind on that number, but. I mean, at one point of time, Tottenham were far behind, but they ended up losing like 3 on the trot. So we don't know what's going to happen. But Arsenal are truly in the driving seat when it comes to fourth place.
All right. Anyway, we should take a break right now. After the break, please keep a player of the week ready and the game you're going to watch on the weekend. So stay tuned to Football Twaddle.
Have you ever wondered where the business world is headed? How the ways in which we create, market, and sell to consumers will evolve? Or if we'll ever go back to wearing pants while working? For answers to all of this and more, tune into Advertising is Dead with me, Varun Dugirala. Every Tuesday, as I talk to entrepreneurs, leaders, and change makers from across business, media, marketing, and beyond. You can catch all episodes of Advertising is Dead on the IBM Podcast website, app, or wherever you get your podcast from.
All right, welcome back to Football Twaddle. Yash, let's kick it off. Who is your player of the week?
My player of the week is Ryan Fraser for that fantastic cross and being an unsung hero in the game.
Wow. Have you noticed from when Newcastle have been bought? Yeah. Literally not from when, actually 2 months after that, from Jan onwards, you or I are consistently picking.
See, they're second on the form table and their rise has been meteoric. Liverpool have maybe gone from third to second. Newcastle have gone from 19th to 14th. So, I mean, that is some performance, some delta.
Okay. My player of the week is Jeffrey Schlupp. Guess which team he plays for?
I guess Roma.
Dude, no, dude. Why will Roma have a guy called Jeffrey Schlupp?
Dude, they have a guy named Tammy Abraham. So
no, I'm talking about, okay, this is a Premier League team. If there's a name called Schlupp, which team would you associate him the most with?
Burnley?
No, it was opponents of Burnley.
Okay. Leicester.
Crystal Palace.
Oh, okay.
And I am giving him the player of the week because he stopped Burnley's freaking march. They were going toe to toe with Newcastle in trying to get out of the relegation table. And the 1-1 against Crystal Palace obviously took a lot out of them. So I credit Jeffrey Schlupp for scoring this amazing goal. So he is my player of the week.
Okay.
And I think special mention has to be given to Maddison and Vardy. They're not really players of the week, but Leicester have been in terrible form. And
I mean this sounds like a throwback to 2020 or something, where these two names are like making the rounds as good players or whatever.
Yeah, dude. I mean, their form table has been so bad. People thought they'll at least end up at Europa League positions, but so just for that sake and getting a victory. So yeah, good on them. All right. So what games are you going to watch on the weekend?
Oh, there is only one game, the Manchester Derby, where
I didn't realize
Manchester United, despite being the weaker team for a decade nearly, have really good a good number of results. I think there are in the last 4 years there have been 4 wins. If you also count the League Cup.
Yeah, they've had some very decent results against Man City. So
against Man City at Etihad, the results have been great for Manchester United.
And if United win this game and Liverpool continue to win, then the difference between Liverpool and City could potentially be only 1 point. So, as a United fan, won't you be supporting City to win this game?
No, I'm very conflicted. I hope West Ham win the previous night. West Ham play Liverpool. It's gonna be a tasty encounter. It's hope against hope, but I just hope that Man City make up points elsewhere and Liverpool drop points everywhere.
Oh, that way. Okay. So, what's your prediction for this game?
I think United will win this 2-1.
And who's going to score?
Ronaldo and McTominay.
How long has it been since Ronaldo scored?
He scored a couple of days back. I think against Burnley. No, not against Burnley. Someone he scored against. Brighton, I think.
What's the latest on his relationship with Ralph Rangnick?
Dude, he's such a diva, so I don't know. It doesn't matter. He might be pissed off with him, and one day they can be friends again the next day. So it really doesn't matter. What really matters is at the end of the season what he wants to do, whether he wants to go.
Oh, that way. What's up with Mason Greenwood? What's the latest on that?
There's no news. It's not like he's going to join the club anytime. I think that's done. I don't think he's going to play for Manchester United again.
Oh man, okay. Acha. I am going to recommend 2 games to watch. The first one is going to be Tottenham versus Everton, and I am going to be supporting a man I adore, Frank Lampard, not for his managerial skills, for just being Fat Frank. So
hey, but I read recently that he was called Fat Frank back in the 90s. This is a new revelation. I thought he was called Fat Frank because he sort of put on weight during that Chelsea managerial stint or something.
No, he was called Fat Frank at West Ham. So, and he was a Nepo kid as well at West Ham, right?
Yeah, clearly.
So when he was sold, when Chelsea bought him for $11 million from West Ham, West Ham fans and everyone were very happy. And they're like, Chelsea overpaid like crazy, and he was just about all right. It was basically Mourinho who literally changed Frank Lampard's career direction.
That's true.
So yeah, but he was called Fat Frank then. So you can say it's that him being fat plus being red naps, like, what do you call him? Nephew, yeah. All right. So it's Tottenham versus Everton. I am going for a crazy 1-0 win for Everton. And if the continent interests people, they can also watch Napoli versus Milan on Sunday night. Napoli and Milan both have played 27 games and both have 57 points. And it's the top of the table clash at Serie A. So
Serie A is where all the action is, right?
Dude,
amazing the season.
Serie A is crazy. Like, they're like 3 teams. You can say, like, Inter is at 26 games and 55 points. Napoli and Milan are 27 and 57. Juventus are at 27 and 50. And the thing about Juventus is that the top 3 teams are like just drawing and losing off late. So if Juventus put together a run, we could end up by game week 33-34 with 4 teams trying to win the Serie A.
Nice.
So that's a good game to watch. Yep. Anything else you want to discuss, Yash? Like, what do you think is going to change in 1 week? But next week when we are talking...
Dude, I hope we did something different tonight, because since a long time it's been getting worse every week we meet. So let's hope we have broken the routine somehow.
Like, what can we do? World, what can we do to change the course of history? Please let us know. All right, on that note, yes, take care, man.
Yeah, take care.
Alrighty, guys, bye-bye.
Hello. It's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Storytellers and Storytellers, Vineet talks to Chavi and Mohit, the couple behind shitty ideas trending, about their creator journey. On Big Talks About Tiny Human, Meghna and Devi Shobha share strategies on how to deal with difficult behaviors of strong-willed children. On Pulya Basi, Pranay and Saurabh discuss why Indian students go abroad in large numbers for an MBBS degree. On Probation Se Promotion Tak, Abhinav tells us the benefits of self-marketing through writing for public forums. And on the Life Manifesto, Zarina discusses red flags, how we can identify them, and how we can deal with them. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. It really helps us. Don't forget to rate us on any of the platforms that you're listening to. And also remember, you can check us out on YouTube at www.ivmpodcast.com/YouTube. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, SBI Life Insurance, Bank of Baroda, and HDFC Life Insurance. Thank you so much for making this possible.
Namaste, this is Cyrus Brocha. I am part of the government cancel culture program to remove rubbish off all the different streams available. So what we have is all the collected rubbish we put together on our show. It's called Cyrus Says. It's on IVM Podcast. You have to watch it and listen to it. It's on our app. It's on our website. It's on the YouTube channel. It's on Facebook. There are many different ways. Don't bother me and ask me how. You have to find out. We talk to different personalities. Many of them are known. Some are just people we meet downstairs and invite them up for chai. But the point is, it's fun and it's very therapeutic. So please join in and listen to Cyrus Says.